Hi, Joe.
Hi, Janice. Today we're here with Janice Lobaugh from eXp Realty, Alaska Premier Group. We have a lot of summers approaching, and a lot of people are starting to put their homes on the market. So today I wanted to ask you a couple questions about using a real estate professional versus a for sale by owner, or what some people call it FSBO, I guess that's what people call it. So what are the advantages of using a real estate professional versus doing a FSBO?
Well, the advantage from my perspective doing this for 20 years is you're going to get the knowledge experience that you need to actually navigate you from point A to point B in the transaction. That would start out by, depending on who the licensee is, it would start out by providing you with a comparable market analysis, and I personally like to do those and provide those to the owner to show my work, as opposed to walking in and just throwing a number at the seller. It's very important that they understand how you came up with the value of your home, and some people need to physically see that. In addition to that, I show them what all their competition is on the market, so that way they know I'm not just pulling a number out of thin air for a quick sale.
Okay, so if I was to do a for sale by owner like my house by myself, how would I get a way to find out the value of my home? Like, where would I go to determine those kind of numbers? How could I do that myself?
Well, you can start tracking the market and seeing what properties are sold for. Keep in mind, Alaska is a non-disclosure state, and so a lot of that information as to what properties are selling for is not of public record. You can request a comparable market analysis from a real estate professional. Keep in mind, they will try and solicit your business. Some of them come up with a higher number than where the market value actually is, because of course the seller wants the highest and best dollar. Or you can pay for an appraisal, which I don't recommend out of the gate, because you don't have a willing buyer, willing seller dictating what they've agreed to in that actual value. It could come in lower than, you know, what the actual value could be should you put it on the market and have it for sale.
Okay, so would there be a lot of paperwork that I would have to do if I was a for sale by owner? Is there a lot of paperwork I would have to accomplish if I took that on by myself?
Well, there is the purchase and sale agreement, there's disclosures, there's the bill of sale. When you're working with a professional, there's a document called the Alaska Real Estate Consumer Pamphlet, and that's required by law that we disclose who we represent in a transaction. Either we're a representative of the buyer or the seller. Some parties jump into a neutral capacity, which I don't personally like to do, because I believe everybody has a right to their own representation.
Okay, so in your personal opinion, would you say I would make more money as a for sale by owner, or would my best bet be using a real estate professional to get the most bang for my buck when I sell my house?
I've been doing this for 20 years, excuse me, and I've seen both sides of the fence. Some people have the ability to sell their home themselves, and of course if they have that ability, I encourage them to do so. But if it's your first time out of the gate wanting to sell your home on your own, you could leave a lot of open area for potential litigation. You definitely want to be able to disclose everything, and then when it comes to actually receiving that offer, how do you really negotiate? How do you navigate? How do you understand what all the fees are, what the expenses are, and then what about concessions? What if they want closing costs? What if they need help with something? So those are things that come in very, into pretty much every conversation when it comes to selling a home, and it can be a benefit to you as the homeowner in making the highest and best dollar.
Okay. Well, thank you, Janice, for your time today.
You're welcome, Joe.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Ready? Does it look okay?
Hold on, let me turn my phone off.
I should probably check mine too.
Yeah.
Probably get a call. What's up?
Should I chew gum or should I get rid of it?
That's up to you.
Oh,
However you
God.
do it.
Don't chew gum on your
Get rid of it.
Why? This is
Alright,
not
she's gonna
like
chew gum and then she's gonna sit like this.
This is
Look.
not a professional. We're not trying to do nothing like super professional. This is like straight up. I just need something to slap on YouTube.
Joe.